Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to yet again this third map of Icebox. It's gonna be an interesting set of match coming in from Team Venom versus Team Mahi.
Scanning
The
ahead.
team has performed so dominating over the entire tournament, so it's a good set of match already coming in as a pistol round. One of the most important round that will set up the pace of the upcoming rounds as well. And look at the initiator. Like I was talking about, the set of the agent choices is perfectly same. Like it's ditto Xerox copy, but with the initiator being the breach and Sova being the factor that is changed. Let's have a quick look of how they execute the post-plant situation because it's going to be 5-3, looking a little bit of troublesome, but the spike will be sticking as diffuse, but the diffuse will be stopped again with the interruption cost, but friction will be sticking the diffuse yet again. And it's going to be 1v2. I don't really think that. Oh no! Oh!
How is that even possible? That was so close there. The spike was planted in for Gorung, but unfortunately, for some reason, he missed out on that opportunity. That's just so unfortunate over there.
Unfortunate, exactly. That's the one word to describe it over there. Unfortunate because they had the round on towards their side. I mean, they did manage to kill every single one, but losing the round was not good at all. As the first round on the favor of Team Venom, they will have the liberty to go in with the choices of gun that they want to pick up. With Solo on the Guardian, but that might be a game changer. I mean, look at his position. He'll be holding towards the rafters of A side, and he knows exactly where Paradox is, and it will be shutting down through the wall, right through the skull as well. That's a crisp, clean shot.
Yeah, you don't get to see those kind of shots every single day, but when you do, it's just absolutely fascinating. Now, of course, this sort of a performance coming in from Team Venom is so spectacular. Look at Fuse, completely not aware, not having the understanding of what is the exact way to go about this. Sam, good positioning though, should be able to capitalize on a kill or two for himself, but the timing, whose favor is it going to be out in? Sam with the trigger finger will be holding it down, but now with the last player holding it towards lobby. Fuse, blind as bat, has a flash to work with, should be popping it any minute now, and there it is, the utility being perfect, but can't connect the shot, and oh god, that was a nightmare.
Nightmare indeed, and it's gonna be a team ace because every single player will be doing some sort of damage over towards the opponent team as well. And that damage is what I like to see coming in from a team like Team Venom. They have the team composition, the team synergy. They know exactly how to support each other. Now we have seen the similar sort of support coming in from Team Venom on Team Mahi on the map of a set. Now Team Mahi, Team Mahi and Team Venom both on a map advantage towards their side. Both need just 2 more maps in order to win over the finals and get closer and closer towards the 1 lakh prize per INR. Now the quick rush will be spotted on towards B side, but no one else is there to contest it other than Friction. They'll be holding up a position that is not common.
Well, geez, this is looking so nerve-wracking. Team Mahi should get the spike planted any minute now, but as one of them will get spotted, it's going to be a nightmare to deal with, tagging away, spotting the players as well, just in the nick of time. Sam manages to get the kill down onto Paradox. Now, with the 3v3 to work with, Solo, Shoptart doing all the hard work. It's going to be Gorung now in a sticky situation, 1v3. Spot 1 goes in for the quick headshot and is going to manage to get the shot on the board. But is spamming away to connect the shot. He get it. How does he get that headshot? Even. And now running in for the ace. Will he be able to pull this one off? Spam's coming through. Friction has to time this one out perfectly, and yes he does, but oh, he misses his shots and the whiff coming in, but the conversion with the right click was so perfect, and as the timer just ticking down, I think he has it. Oh, he does. He definitely does.
He does have 2 seconds and 59 milliseconds to walk around, and the spike will be diffused. That was a round perfectly executed by Gordon, but missing out that bait of fake diffuse will be costing him heavy, as he wouldn't be able to shut down the last player, being Friction, the sole person alive from Team Venom to clutch up the round, and he will be clutching it up for his team as well. Now another eco round coming in from Team Mahi will be will be facing a little bit of issues towards their side as well. Now Gorang will be going on with the Guardian, but can he do the same miracles like Solo did with the Guardian? onto the hands of Gordon. And if it's gonna work out for them, it's gonna be a beautiful round played out by them.
Well, it seems
And
as
Adi,
though...
look at that.
I was about to say, it seems as though Team Venom have a very good understanding of this map. And oh god, a little too close for comfort there. Nearly peeking into the crosshair Fuse, and we know how Fuse is so efficient with the weapon share. So, a single headshot, and that's gonna be a nightmare. Oh, look at that. Tapping heads away, but can't connect the shots as Paradox converts on the first. But it's gonna get instantly traded out by Sam, and look at Gora getting spammed from all angles. There's no way he can even try to get out of there alive. Paradox 1v4, sheriff in hand, and a dream to achieve. How exactly is he gonna be pulling this one off? That's the real question. Will spot one, has the idea of the second, but solo trigger finger coming to the rescue. Great stuff coming in for Team Venom.
Well, that Solo is actually doing a very much of good stuff as playing the Sova. I mean, I've seen this guy playing Sova on the same map of Icebox before, and he did pretty good job as well. Now, I remembered his ace clip because of the uploads on the internet, and like I said, that we have been doing a little bit of stuff around, and we are trying to interact with the community. So we are actually keeping out an eye on who is uploading what. So I remember Solo's ace on towards the map of Icebox. Now, I guess it is safe to say that it is one of the strongest map for Solo, as he is doing hefty amount of damage, not just with the gun, but particularly in this game as well. He did so much of damage with his utilities as well.
Well, of course, it seems as though Fuse will be getting a kill down on the board. And while that's happening, the spike will get planted successfully by Team Mahi. Good shock down, but won't be able to capitalize on anybody just yet. A 4v5 to work with, and now Team Mahi has to find exactly what is the right scope of the deal here. Good wall as well, protecting them, while Gorang goes into the quick intel gathering. No capitalization of the kill. Juzo converting, and yet again surprising us all as Adi comes in on the quick revive as well. And oh god, he doesn't check under him, and that might as well just pay off in a very unfortunate situation. Sam, quick on the trigger finger, will manage to hopefully get the first, but can't connect onto anything. And Rix has to go in for the save. There's no other option. The timer is just ticking down, and well, that's going to be the end of it. Oh.
Well, since the timer was ticking down, he just had to save it, but unfortunately, Paradox will be catching him off guard as he tried to run for his life. The op gone in waste. Now they don't really have, I mean, they have the economy to work around with, so losing that round was not a huge deal. But Rix, on the other hand, doesn't have the money to go in for another op buy. Not just an op buy, but rifle buy as well. But the teammates are generous enough to be dropping him a gun in order to clutch up. I mean, it is important rounds for them, because if they let go of certain rounds over here, Team Mahi can pick up the momentum, and it is very much necessary for Team Mahi to maintain the momentum that they have. They are starting to build it upon.
Well, of course, the momentum seems as though it's steadily building up for the players of Team Mahi, but it's just the first round that has come in for them. So it's going to be a long road ahead to even manage to make a comeback possible. But of course, I do believe that it is going to be very fun of a match on Icebox, because we can clearly see Team Venom, they are very mentally ready and very mentally prepared about exactly what's the outlook on this map, and they know exactly what they want to go in for. Team Mahi, though, looking a little shaky in their boots right now, but let's not forget the fact that Team Mahi, they are very dominating when they have their gears grinding and oiled up and ready. So let's give, I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt that they can make the comeback possible. But again, it's a little too early in the round, in the map, sorry, to tell. So yeah.
Well, that is, I mean, right now it is going to be a little bit of tough job for us to predict exactly who is doing good and who is doing bad, because Team Mahi did start off amazingly on the first map, and they actually dominated over Team Venom. Now, can't really say that Team Venom was warming up at that situation, or were they trying to understand exactly how Team Mahi was playing, but whatever they were doing, it actually helped them up, not only the second map, but also the starting of the third map as well. But look at that. Sway getting that, I mean, trying to get that kill, but Rix is just so much better with the gun as well. As Friction and Rix both playing together will make the job so much easier for Team Venom as well. Now, this is what I love to call a good teamwork.
Good teamwork and, well, basically amazing utility usage. The way they synced up their utility was so perfect. They knew exactly what is their goal here, and, well, they pulled it off basically flawlessly. Now, a 1v3 to work with, and the spike has been dropped, unfortunately. Solo will get spotted out, though, and it's going to fall off of his position immediately. Fuse, very good with his aim, and he has achieved very successful clutch rounds before, but this one is going to be a hard one. The spike dropped in the middle of nowhere, and necessarily to pick it up, he's going to have to push through that smoke while 3 people are staring in on his location. But look at this, he's slowly inching in towards the spike. Should be able to get picked up by him, and as it still hasn't, the resmoke comes into the side. He should be pushing in through, but look at this, 2 players with the crossfire on him. If he peeks out, it's going to be a grave danger, a grave mistake, and, well, friction. Reading it perfectly as he spots him through the smoke. Good stuff coming in for Team Venom.
Good stuff, and another round going on towards the favor of Team Venom with a 5 score on board. They are looking so much dominating already. Not to blame away Team Mahi, but Sway right now is sitting at 0 kills. Being the duelist of the team, you expect the duelist to get all the frags of the team. Now, I'm not really sure what is exactly going on with Sway, but she performed so much better on the first map. Getting those important kills, getting those entries for the team was so much better for them. Now, since starting on the attacking side, you expect the duelist to perform their job. But right now, I think that team is trying to understand the correct way of pushing in.
Spike down B.
Well, of course, it seems as though the players of Team Venom have gotten the right head start. But Goreng being there, alive on the server, still trying to change things around. Goreng quickly teleporting on top of the box, trying to retrieve a better weapon to work with. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem as though it is an opportunity for him just yet. Well, there it is, the perfect flash, but the flash surprisingly not being used in the right way as Rick closes out this round with a 1-6 scoreline. Very good, very dominating performance coming in from Team Venom.
Well, that is exactly the we can say that is exactly the whiff that came in from Gordon. I mean, like, that's something that happens once in a while, where you see the players trying not to mess up their shots, but unfortunately for Gordon, he wouldn't be able to connect all those important shots as well. Now, that's rather unfortunate, as one more round will be going on towards his favor of Team Venom. Now, the nullification of score line is still possible. A scoreline of 6-6 is still possible if somehow Team Mahi manages to pick up the pace against the dominance of Team Venom.
Well, you're very right about that, but I guess sometimes when you have these long sought-out games where you have best of 5s going on, it really just becomes kind of like this long dragging process that can get your gears grinding. Now, Goran getting the first kill down onto the board, bringing the man advantage. Impressive as Sway converts on the second. Good stuff. But a 3v5 to work with now, and Team Venom, they have come back from worse a situation than this. But look at Sway, blind as bat, and she spots the barrel. Friction actually manages to get the first. Sam, though, will instantly retrade on her. Connects on the second. Beautiful stuff with a flash, blinding him as a bat, and he's jumping around on the slow orb and has no other option other than that. And okay then. Sam looking very dangerous. 28 HP and a dream, and he's still gonna make stuff work for himself.
Well, the stuff can work out for him because he did manage to shut down 2 players amazingly. So there is a possible retake that can come in, but look at this. The spike is planted for the attacker, so there is just no way for them to defuse it without any problem. But the paranoia, missing it slightly. Sam will be spotting out the position, but Gordon and Juzo will be playing around with their food. And finally, getting the last kill over. 2 rounds on board for Team Mahi. Now it's finally looking a little bit better for them, but not yet, because the window of opportunity is open. And all that's left is for them to grab up the opportunity and get up the pace and the momentum that they are trying to build it against Team Venom. It's a tough job, not an impossible one. So we're going to be seeing some interesting push coming in. Now, what I'm seeing over here is a split push, not actually working out in the map of Icebox. Now, I know it's not going to work out for them in the map of Icebox because this map is huge and there are multiple places that you need to check before rushing in.
Well, look at that. Sam will be spotting out one, but decides to fall off of that, and that's a good call coming in from him. He doesn't want to overextend. He doesn't want to cause too much of a problem. And as Friction will be getting the first kill down onto Fuse, that's going to be the man advantage. That is going to be really perfect. But look at the utility usage. Just working out perfectly right now. Team Venom as Solo manages to shut down one. Utility coming out onto the board here. Adi stuck in a corner, unfortunately, as he gets taken out of the server. Riggs with the operator in hand, an unstoppable machine. And now Empress being activated by Sway. She can possibly try to make this work out for herself, but it's going to be a very difficult one indeed. And now, look at her. She's slowly peeking in through, but Riggs is getting a bullet through the skull. Yeah, that's well done. Now, with Sam holding the lurk as well as two players on site, going around is not an option. She's going to get caught off guard. She has to get the spike planted in towards the B-bomb site. But the spammable boxes, no cover, it's going to be a very tough situation and a very tall task, in my opinion, to deal with. Now, she's trying to go in very slowly, but 23 seconds on the clock, and she's choosing not to go for the plant just yet. Clearing out oranges, making sure that everything's clear for her, and then she's going to make the move yet. But, oh, Friction. The timing on that was so unfortunate.
Unfortunate, exactly. And Friction getting the free kill over towards Sway. Now, Sway had the potential to clutch up the round. I might have spoke a little bit too soon for Sway underperforming this game, but those shots, you can't just deny that those shots was a feast to the eyes, because if you can't say that those were skills, I don't know what else you're gonna call skills as well. Shutting down Rick straight through the middle of the eyes is gonna, like staring the oppo who is looking straight at your face. It's not an easy task to shut him down, but somehow Sway did manage to get it on the board. Now, unfortunately, the round will not go on the favor of Team Mahi, as the next round, the scoreline difference was gonna be 7-2. Now, 7-5 could be the respectable scoreline on the first half, but it's just a tough task to deal with.
Well, it seems as though as slowly the players of Team Venom have found their footing in the grave. They're found their footing in the sand, sorry. But it still seems as though, okay, no idea what just happened there. But as I was saying, it seems as though Team Venom have a very confident start, and they're going to carry this one out to the third map of Icebox. And of course, after Icebox, we have Split, which is going to be a very interesting map. You know, we have seen performance coming in from Team Mahi. Very, very exceptional performance coming in from Team Mahi on the map of Split. So, I mean, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, they did manage to build up the momentum on the second map, and you can just clearly see how the momentum is being carried over towards the third map as well. Now it's already looking so much better over here, but look at the position of Riggs.
Alright, then as always, it's going to be a quick push coming in towards side. The spray not working out whatsoever, and now Solo will be spotted one in towards boxes, but Juzo shutting him down. A 1v4, tapping heads away, can't connect the shots, and it's going to quickly switch over to a different Vandal, which has a little bit more bullets to work with, just so his magazine doesn't run dry. But the knife out is not going to work out for him, and it's going to be a 9-2 coming in for Sam. Well done for Team Venom and Team Mahi right now.
Last round before
this is looking a little too one-sided.
One-sided already. I mean, not gonna I won't be exactly jumping towards the conclusion that it is one-sided already, because right now I think Team Mahi is trying to understand what exactly is going on with them. They need to come up with certain straps. Now, rushing in is definitely not going to work out for them, because the crossfire set up by Team Venom is just so good that they won't let anyone slip by it. But Risk is a solo person holding out A. There's a possibility of them to get an A side control, but they choose to play it a little bit safe towards mid and B. Now look at Adi going all the way, pushing mid entirely.
Surprisingly, Ali makes a strange wall into its tube. He goes in for a wall where he can actually pass through it, and that can be a little risky, especially when you're trying to make plays like as such. But now, with a quick push coming in towards the side and Friction still being very much alive, this is going to be a tough one. Paradox putting down the wall as well. 3v3, Friction keeping a close eye in towards yellow. Will spot the head of one, but Gorong converting on it immediately as Gorong runs out of options and goes for the third. Good stuff coming in for him, and now Solo in a 1v3. What exactly is his game plan?
or whatever it is, he needs to win it over. The retake is possible because on 20 seconds his recon dart will be available and he can reveal each and every player's position behind blue. Not just blue but as well as main, but Gora is just so good with his aim as he will be shutting down 4 players in the round, getting the round victory towards his side. Now, can they make it up on the pistol round? And if they does, they will have the chance to capitalize over the second and third round as well. Not to forget the third round, if the second round goes in with a full buy from the losing team as well, the third round is going to be a walk of the park for the winning team again. So I don't really hope that any losing team over the first round will be daring to go for a full buy on the second round. So it's going to be a little bit of important task, and I hope that Team Mahi doesn't make the mistakes that they have been making on the second map of, I guess it was Ascent.
The first map being Ascent, the second being Haven. Yep.
Second map being Haven, exactly. So I don't really hope that Mahi will be making the same mistakes that they have done in the map of Haven.
There they are.
Well, we should be finding out exactly what is the play here right now for Team Mahi, but now they are on the defensive side, and probably it is going to be a little difficult. But they might as well just prove me wrong if they make a perfect push work out and Chris lock aim coming in solo and he converts on another one. You've got to be kidding me. 10-3, Team Mahi. This is looking like it's just slipping right through their grasp.
Exactly. They just need 3 more rounds to win over towards the third map, and the 2 map advantage will be favoring towards Team Venom. It's looking so much like done and dusted run for Team Venom, but not to give up the hopes of Team Mahi. They can still make a comeback. I believe that they were trying to go in for a force buy, and that is exactly what I was talking about in the first round. That if they risk the force buy in the second round, and somehow they loses it, that will ruin up the entire momentum of the team.
Yeah, you're very right about that. I think that the momentum is one of the most important things in the game of VALORANT. And the minute you let go of the momentum, it seems as though everything just starts crumbling like a little cookie. So necessarily the 5v4 situation right now favoring Team Venom, yeah, I honestly am a little concerned right now for Team Mahi. 1-1 score, and now it's going to be you losing by a map and you having to make a very strong comeback. Oh, that's going to be a risky one, but look at that. The ding coming in from Goring was impressive, but it's not going to be impressive enough to take him out of the server. Solo going to get the spike planted immediately. A very interesting plant. As he gets it down, he should easily just be able to slip away. But this was a very smart decision. Instead of not going in for the force buys, they're choosing to go in for the more unorthodox buys. Now there it is. Sam converting on a kill yet again, and now Juzo is all alone in a 1v4.
Well, I believe that he timed out or something, because the place that he was hiding was unexpected. I mean, like, he's open from another complete side. So I guess he either gave up on clutching it, or he just timed out.
Yeah, I believe he timed out.
So he will be reporting that he is timing out, and that's rather unfortunate, as we will be seeing Juzo with 600 MS ping right now. Not looking good already. Now, no wonder my Team Mahi is losing right now. And I hope that things will get sorted out as soon as possible, because they need to win over the second map to go in a little bit easy without any problem, without any headache over towards the fourth map as well.
Now, of course, we still have a long way to go to witness these matches, but look at that. Swain getting the first kill down onto the board. We'll be bringing the man advantage really early out as well, just in the nick of time. Now with the 4v5 to work with, how exactly is Team Mahi, not Team Mahi, my apologies, how exactly is Team Venom going to be running along with this strat in their mind? But look at that, Friction connecting his shots and is going to manage to nullify the man advantage just in the nick of time. 4v4. Time is ticking down, and it's down to just a minute on the clock. A minute is a lot of time, especially on a map like Icebox. I mean, if you execute everything according to your strat book, then most likely it is going to be a pretty simple rush in. But look at that. Paradox will get spotted out as the wall comes down as well. It's going to be a quick spam, but look at that. Sam coming right into the face of the players of Team Venom, and now it's going to be Adi in a 1v2. Well, the 1v2 seems nearly possible to achieve, but the time is ticking down and the players of Team Mahi have a lot of time. They can try to make this comeback work out for themselves in a perfect way possible, but peeking in the wrong angle. It's still going to be Adi converting on the kill, and now it should be a simple spam through the smoke. Oh god, he's sick. Oh no, he actually didn't stick the bomb, and it's stuck halfway through, but he has to get the spike. Oh, perfectly played by Adi as it comes down to the match point for Team Venom.
Match
Well,
point.
we know what exactly is going on with Team Mahi. Team Mahi could have just won that clutch just by sticking the defuse all the way, but he did a mistake of stopping it at the halfway and going out to peek. I mean, like, if you had the option to stick it all the way, why will you just leave it right away and just go out for the kill? I mean, I think that Sage thought that he's going in for a fake, and which is why he sprayed a little bit and then stopped. But little did he know that he was sticking it a bit, but slightly uncomfortable at the last few seconds. He did manage to stop the diffuse and go out for a white peak. It's going to cost him a round as well.
Oh god, that's very aggressive and risky picks coming in from the players of Team Venom, but as they have lost down onto the man advantage, and before I can even say that, Rix comes in to save the day and nullify it immediately. Now look at Adi, he's got the revive as well, so he can go in for it really quickly. Sway, if she overextends it, she's going to be paying a price, but instead, she's going to be converting on some kills and going to be landing some nice little shots across the board. A 3v4 to work with, Team Venom trying to figure out what's the play here, but before they can even figure that out, look at Adi. He's so aggressive. He's pushing in through Tube, and I don't think anybody's going to be expecting that just yet. Look at Paradox and Fuse. They've both gone away. Sway not checking the angle, but Adi missing the shot. That is just so unfortunate. Now, a 3v4 to work with, and Goran having the idea, but how does he miss out on that opportunity? Now, the players are pushing in through towards Boilers, but a single mistake, and that's going to be costing them quite heavy in terms of dividends. A quick wall to stop any rotations as well, and this is well done from Team Venom.
Out of charge.
Well, Trevor, look at Fuse. He thought that he can't get an entry towards the side, but the wall was built so amazingly that it's not going to let anyone pass in. And that's an amazing wall. But Sway will be using it towards her advantage. But Friction is very much aware about the post-play situation. But look at this. Friction so good on aim. Will be shutting down Sway. It's going to boil down to Friction taking another one. It's a 1v2. That is so much doable for Paradox. He knows exactly where the position of Solo will be sitting right there on the nest of the defender side. Now, it is so much possible for the team to
Attackers win.
come back, but again, with one score on the board, I mean, with one score just needed to win, it's going to be so much easy for Team Venom to win over the second map as well. Now, 2 map win over towards Team Venom and 1 map onto Team Mahi. It is looking so much better as they just need 1 more map in order to win as well. Because